Good morning, everyone, and welcome to SocialLIVE. I am finally joined by my best friend and business partner, Courtney Spritzer. Welcome back.
Good to be back. It feels like forever ago. I think it was over a month now.
I know.
So, like I've said before, I might be a little bit rusty, but bear with me.
Jules has been keeping your seat warm.
I know, she has. It's very hot,
yes.
this seat. So I have, Jules has been great. So hopefully I can live up to Jules.
Now you got to fill Jules' shoes. Well, a lot has happened in the past month, Court, so I'm glad you've been watching the episodes while you've been busy.
It's the only way I can stay up to date with what's going on in this fast-changing social media world.
Speaking
so
of,
without SocialLIVE.
Yeah, speaking of things that have been trending all over the past few days, did you see that IHOP pulled this whole marketing stunt to rebrand to IHOP? And actually, Greg was the one who told me about this first. IHOB, International House of Burgers.
Yeah, I did see this, and I was really confused. And I was thinking, I think that they always had burgers on their menu, so this isn't really that new.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because they're open for lunch and dinner, right? They don't close at breakfast.
No, but you'd have pancakes all day long.
Who eats pancakes for breakfast or for lunch and dinner?
I would. I would exclusively eat pancakes, sweet treats, breakfast foods for every single meal.
Sugar, I can't do it.
I do.
I can't do it. So if I were to go to IHOB,
you would get a burger?
At lunch or dinner, I would get a burger. And I'm pretty sure it's always been on the menu, but we're going to have to do some research to confirm that because I don't want to give fake news. But this is not new news, or at least to me.
Well, it was a great marketing campaign or stunt on IHOP's part. All of the fast food chains and even chains like Chili's got in on the action.
What did Chili's do? I didn't see what Chili's did. I saw what Wendy's did, and they were, snarky as always.
So Wendy's Burger King changed their name on Twitter, not their handle, but their name to Pancake King, and said the official tweets of Pancake King USA. Then, as you said, Wendy's, of course, they were one of the first big ones to start tweeting.
What did they say?
And then, let me see if I have that here. Not really afraid of the burgers from a place that decided pancakes were too hard. That's why it's important. This is why it's very important to have great copywriters on your social media team.
And great community management.
Yes.
So you know exactly what to say.
White Castle said, "We're excited to announce that we'll be switching our name to Pancake Castle." That was kind of lame. That one was kind of lame. Wendy's
what did Chili's do?
I don't have the screenshot, but they took a picture of their burger and said something kind of snarky. I don't have that screenshot.
This was fun. I always love when Wendy's tries to start a Twitter war. It's very, very entertaining.
Yeah, if any brand wants to get some extra promotion, just involve Wendy's in your...
Maybe we should start a little Twitter war with Wendy's.
What would you say?
I don't know. I have to get back to you, but...
You'll have to get Kim involved in that one, our copywriter.
And we're going to say something to Wendy's and see if we can get them to respond. But... all right, let's just jump to the news. So Facebook is A/B testing content. So this actually has not been confirmed by Facebook. So this could be true. This could be just a rumor. But what might be happening is Facebook might give marketers the option to test out different copy in their Facebook posts. So this will enable marketers to figure out which pieces of content resonate well with different audiences. So, of course, we love this update because we're always testing and learning and looking at the data. We just got to stay close to this one to see if this is actually true. But I did see some screenshots on socialmediatoday.com, so this could be true, but not yet confirmed by Facebook.
And we'll be recapping all of these updates in our blog later today so you can get the full details on everything that we're chatting about. And a big update from Snapchat, who is trying desperately to increase their user base because it has been a slow growth over the last quarter, the slowest growth over the past few years.
And Instagram has just been booming.
I know.
I think I read another rumor that they might be hitting 1 billion users very soon.
Oh yeah, we're going to be getting to that in just a bit. It looks like there's going to be a big announcement. But before, Instagram always takes over. We're talking about Snapchat and we can't even stop talking about Instagram. So this is what they're trying. They are going to be launching a feature that allows you to unsend chats in your group chat or when you're just directly talking to someone else on Snapchat. They said this was coming out right away, but we just tested it and we don't have access to this feature yet. So Snapchat, before you put out this news, make sure everyone has the ability to do this. But a lot of people are talking about whether this is really a great feature because, you know, when the article I was reading, a lot of, you know, court cases, they're using social media screenshots, divorce cases. Social media is really, it impacts so many different people and situations. And if you can post something and take it away right away, then you don't have the proof.
I think that this is a great thing because, as we all know, sometimes we say things too quickly without thinking. Maybe a lot of people on Snapchat are, you know, drunk and snapping, and I just think that this is great. Sometimes some things are better left unsaid.
I still believe, though, because we know primarily, you know, it's the younger generation using Snapchat. There's a lot of teens that are on Snapchat. And when you're that young, you don't necessarily have the best decision-making ability to decide what should be posted or what should not be posted. And even though there's an unsend button, that information is still somewhere. I absolutely believe that. So I just hope that, you know, teens know that just because you post something and there's an unsend button, it doesn't mean that it is gone forever. It's still somewhere. That's my PSA today, guys. Thanks so much.
Good one, Stephanie. And also, we just got some very breaking news from our very own Emily Weinstock. There is a Go Fuji going live today at 11 o'clock. So for those of you in New York City, go to @GoFuji on Twitter, right?
Ask her what they're giving away. For those of you who don't know what Go Fuji is, this is a tool or platform that allows brands, a lot of TV shows use them, a lot of activations and big events use them. You can tweet to Go Fuji in combination with whatever activation they're doing, put in your address if you get accepted, and they'll send you some type of prize, like a cupcake.
Usually it's food, it's been pizza, cupcakes, donuts.
I had a meatball sandwich once.
Yeah. We got toys sent here, so
we're gonna get you.
I'll see you as soon as she responds. So we'll just jump into the next topic, and that is Instagram is adding shopping tags directly into stories. So this is actually something that they tested out back in 2016 with about 20 chosen brands. And now they're actually going to roll it out. And this is really just a testament to how successful Instagram Stories has been over the last year. You know, I always say this, and I'll say it again, in case there's some new users, and I haven't been on the show in over a month, but I don't watch TV anymore. I'm just in my bed, watching my Instagram stories, and yeah, I love this update. This is going to really impact my wallet, because I'm sure we're going to be buying more and more things, as I also love online shopping, so I like this one.
This is a huge update for a lot of the brands, e-commerce brands that we're working with. So,
and quick stat, 300 million people use Instagram stories daily. So
I bet that's the last stat. I bet that number has gone up. And on June 20th, when Instagram launches their big reveal, which I'm about to get to, I bet they're going to increase that number. I bet it's more than 300 million now.
Great.
And because of people like you who are not watching TV anymore and only on Instagram stories, Instagram is now going to be rolling out a long-form video hub. And I believe we mentioned this either the last week or the week before, but we do have some new information now. Instagram has been working with a few creators to start the launch of this platform. And they are going to be able to upload on 4K, full screen, vertically oriented videos that will be much longer than the current 60-second limit on Instagram. They're really trying to compete with the Snapchat Discover, and because they have a bigger user base, this has a chance. Yeah, there is, you know. And Facebook Watch hasn't been as successful as they hoped, so this is them trying it out now on Instagram. And I think most people are like you, Court. They're not watching TV, especially the younger generation. They will really be sucked into this new video feature on Instagram. So June 20th, which is next week, they are going to be live in San Francisco. I believe it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it'll be right after SocialLIVE next week. So we will be sure to update you on that big reveal. And I think they are going to announce 1 billion followers on Instagram. You heard it here first.
Pretty amazing. And what, they're adding 100 million new users every 4 months?
Yes.
That's incredible.
It's amazing there are that many people.
I know. Where are these people?
Well, that's all the news we have for today, but we are so excited to welcome our special guest on SocialLIVE today. I would love for you guys to give a round of applause to Kalyn Chandler. Welcome to SocialLIVE.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks so much for being here. And we have to show everyone so they can see. These are her amazing mugs. She has so many. She's going to tell you more about it. But Slay Girl Slay. You guys start sharing this episode and comment below if you want this to be yours. We're going to send it right out to you.
Absolutely.
Perfect accessory
Perfect
for summer.
and very Instagrammable.
Yes.
Need it on your desk.
We'll take a lot of
Absolutely.
pictures with that mug.
So you have a really interesting career journey.
I
And
do.
I would love, for you to share more about how you went from being, a stylist to starting this business.
Well, as a stylist, I truly believe that we all need accessories because they're what kind of make your outfits pop. And I enjoyed being a stylist. I have always loved fashion, but it was very similar. I practiced. My styling business was very similar to practicing law for me. It was high touch. I was dealing with high net worth individuals. And it just became draining. And I felt like I wanted to have a widget that could sell itself online while I slept. And so I started my stationery company. And at the time, I didn't know to think about the fact that social media, email, texting, all of this was sort of taking over from handwritten notes. So I had an antiquated widget, if you will. And from there began to think about what would make the most sense for people nowadays, and it was really desk and lifestyle accessories, so we did a bit of a pivot.
Love that, love that. So how would you describe your individual sense of style?
Depends on what day you catch me. I'd say I'm kind of downtown, chic, hip with a little bit of prepster thrown in.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And can you tell everyone a little bit more about your business, what you sell, the different products?
Absolutely. So the name of my company is Effie's Paper, Stationery, and Whatnot, and it's named after my grandmother, who believed that all of us should be writing handwritten notes. She also believed that ladies should wear red lipstick and always carry a hanky in their pocketbook. So while the company is named after my grandmother, we don't necessarily sell products that your grandmother would buy. She might buy them for you. And what we sell are lots of fun lifestyle accessories. It's sort of everything women need from the moment they wake up until they're headed out for the evening. We've got all kinds of coffee mugs with cheeky sayings. We've got notepads, pens, journals, makeup pouches. So, you wake up in the morning, you might as well be drinking your coffee out of something cute. You get to work. Why would you just use plain notepads when you could have pretty notepads that make you feel good? As you are segueing into the evening, you usually want to bring your evening makeup with you. We've got makeup pouches for you. So we're doing all kinds of fun stuff to make your life better, make it fun and pretty and colorful.
I love that. I'm addicted to buying all of those types of products. So.
I know. Is the plan to go into any retail stores or just sell online?
We're in about, maybe 70 stores across the country, from mom and pop boutiques to larger stores. And hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of the year, we'll be in a large retailer. That's what we're working on.
Ooh, you can't tell us yet? Can you tell us after the show?
We just had a conversation yesterday, so fingers crossed.
Okay, well, definitely knock on wood for you. And you're on a social media show, so we have to talk about social media in your business. And I remember when we had a conversation a few months ago, we were talking a little bit about influencer marketing and positioning yourself as an influencer. How have you used social media to help grow your business?
Social media really has been amazing, and I hate to admit it, I was definitely late to the game in adopting social media, but I love it. I mean, we sell fun products that photograph well, and so Instagram has been a really awesome medium or platform for us to show people what we do, how we do it. You can see the quality, etc. And it's just opened the door in ways that I didn't know to think about. So listening to you guys talk about all that's going on with Instagram stories and the amount of people who are watching stories. Instagram stories is a lot of work.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if they tell you that, but it's a lot of
Yes.
work. That said,
Are you using it every day?
for the most
Yeah,
part.
it's good.
I took a little break.
Can't take a break.
I took a little break about a week ago, but we're back.
Okay, good.
It's amazing. It's just really people find out about you on Instagram. Large brands, small brands, influencers, people coming to me, asking me to pitch their products. It's all happening on this one little, it's no longer little, on this huge platform that, 3 or 4 years ago, nobody really knew what it was or how to use it. So I'm kind of in love with Instagram. And when you're in love with something, sometimes you have a love-hate relationship with it. But overall, I really love it, and it's been great for business.
Absolutely.
We love Instagram too. What would you say is your number one top selling product?
Our number one top selling product is our Black Girl Magic notebook. And then I would say immediately behind that are our Black Girl Magic collection. So we've got a makeup bag, we've got a tote bag coming, we've got a silk bandana, lapel pins, keychains. So that's been a big push for us. But I would say our other really big selling product are our travel coffee mugs because they're easy, people are using them rather than paper, so they're feeling good about saving the environment. And, let's be honest, they're cute and fun to have around.
They're so cute.
Yeah, it's a nice accessory.
How do you come up with the different sayings, and how quickly can you make products when new trends are happening?
That's a good question. I use my notes in my phone all the time, and I am always listening to hear, or, if somebody says something funny. So a great story is my best friend is this big-time lawyer in Detroit. She sits on this board. She's the head of the board. It's a pension fund board. And we're talking one day. She's going into the meeting, and she says, some days you just have to, what did she say? Some days you have to be Claire Huxtable, and other days you have to be Claire Underwood. And I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. I'm doing that as a makeup pouch. And that is a big seller for us.
Oh, wow.
So, just sort of randomly, she's talking off the cuff, and I heard that and was like, we're making that. How quickly I can make things, it depends on what the product is and where I'm sourcing it. So oftentimes what I'll do is I'll kind of float something and see how it does before doing a large production run.
Do you do a poll on Instagram stories to see what
I
people
do.
are? Yeah.
I do a poll on Instagram stories. I do kind of an informal poll with my trusted advisors. And then if I have something made up, I'll send it out to a few influencers to see what they think, to see what their folks think about it, and then we'll make a decision about whether it's a go. So I can probably get samples made in a couple of weeks, and then a full run might be 3 or 4 weeks later.
What would you do without social media?
Exactly.
Perfect. So what advice would you give other women entrepreneurs?
I think the best piece of advice is to stay true to who you are and what you're about. It's the downside of social media is that it's really easy to get caught up in what everybody else is doing and feel, and then start to compare yourself to them or what they appear to be doing. And comparison is a thief of joy. It can take you down a path that you don't want to go down, you don't need to go down. So I would say, figure out what it is that you want to do, and then figure out how to do that, and do it to the best of your ability. And, put blinders on if you have to, because just as you're looking to see what other people are doing, other people are looking to see what you're doing. So you're inspiring someone as well, and have that be your focus rather than worrying about what everybody else is doing, because you're going to drive yourself crazy if you do that.
That's really, really great advice. Well, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us today.
Well, thank you for having me. This has been awesome.
Where can everyone follow you and buy all of your amazing products?
You can follow us on Instagram.
I love it. Use those signs.
should do them this way at effiespaper.com, EFFIES paper, and online at effiespaper.com. And we're giving this away to
someone who comments or shares that they are excited and want the product.
And we are offering 15% off to all of your followers with the promo code SocialFly.
Thank you. How long is that good for?
It's good for a week.
1 week, you guys. effiespaper.com. We're putting the links and the codes below so you can click right through. I think a lot of these would make good gifts for like bachelorette parties.
Oh, they're perfect giftables.
Yeah.
Bachelorette parties, bridesmaids, 40th birthday parties or milestone parties, Christmas,
everything.
Exactly.
There's something for every occasion. So go follow her on Instagram and check out her website for 15% off. And if you want this to be yours, definitely comment below and let us know and share this episode, and we'll be sending this to you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you back here next week. Same time, same place. Have a good one. Bye, guys.